Well, hello everybody out there. It's your friendly neighborhood Wiggy once again, and this time I got someone new. Now, it's someone new to Dualcoms with me, but not someone new to you, as I'm sure lots of people out there know him. This is SMF II Flawless. Flawless, thank you for joining me this evening.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's good times. We've been wanting to do this for a while, so I thought tonight would be the
Yeah.
most appropriate time to do it, considering you had a video out that I was very intrigued with. I thought it was very poignant and a very valid question. You wanted input on it, so I was one of the first people to comment on it. So I want to do a video with you about it, and it is actually a video. I will actually leave the video link in the description, and it was a question, just a video that you had about your life and what direction it's going, and what just asking people advice on what direction you should take.
Yeah.
And it was in regards to, first of all, about your career and about, well, go ahead and talk about it a little bit.
Well, yeah. I'll give you guys a little background for the Wiggy too. 19 years old, and I've been pretty much working in a restaurant ever since I was 15. And now that I have been doing, the YouTube videos, I'm starting to play around with programs on the computer, and it's kind of, intriguing me to, I guess, go to college for it. It's been something that I've been strongly thinking about lately, but I know that I have, worked my way into management in a restaurant, and in these times, today I can do a lot with it. It can take me, really far. So I'm just kind of at that point where I'm not exactly sure what I want to do because there's a difference to me between a job and a career, and I think you can agree on that. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
a job is something that you get out of bed and you don't want to go. To me, a career would be like something that you're overly excited to do every day, regardless of how much BS you get dealt, or, you know, if you're working in a restaurant, people call off. I mean, there's a whole bunch of crap that, you know, I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah, my thing about it is a job is something you do to pay the bills. A career is something you do that you're passionate about that is going to make you
Yes.
money. To me, that's the difference between job and career.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend the career path over the job. Now, that's not disregarding the fact that the bills have to get paid, because, everybody needs stuff. That's one thing about it. Everybody needs stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you've got experience that is invaluable, because, regardless of where it is, where it's at, being a manager at anything, you can't pay for experience like that, because that's leading in a professional field. So that's a good start in itself.
Yeah, especially the way I started. I mean, my first place that I managed at was a Waffle House, and dude, I mean, they're hard. They're
I,
really hard to
that's
keep.
that's organized chaos, man. I worked in a pit grill for forever, and that's an early form of Waffle House, so I know what you're talking about.
I was 17, man, when I first started working there, hanging out with the employees outside of work, and then one day when I turned 18, I come in there and I'm like, "Hey, I'm your boss," and they're like, "Funny," and I'm like,
See, and that's a position you couldn't pay to be in. You can't buy that kind of experience.
"Yeah, it's tough, man. You got to deal with a lot of stuff, and you just got to be ready for it. You never know what day's gonna bring you in a restaurant. You
That's
really don't."
Yeah, and that's where you find out what people are made of, because you'll get put in situations that you couldn't dream of to get out, in order to fix that situation, and that is your job.
Yeah.
So that's invaluable experience right there. But at the same time, you know, going back to the same thing we were talking about, that's a job. So that's not exactly something you want to do, but it's always good to have experience in situations that most people aren't accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say on the career path, you have to do something you're passionate about. And I know just as well as I am, gaming is something I'm passionate about,
Yep.
and making money at something like that is very difficult. So, but
Yeah.
but you have a leg up on the competition where you're a really good player. I mean, you have the skills to be one of those players. It's just a matter of honing your skills in the production part of it, and that just takes a little time, as well as, I mean, I don't have any kind of professional background in the production business, or even in the entertainment business myself. I just kind of learned as I go. But
Yeah.
you definitely are in the right direction, and you definitely have something you're passionate about, and that is half the battle.
Yeah. That's right. That's really true. I try to tell people at work too, because you got them people. that are all about the job. You got the people in between, and then you got the people that just don't care about anything to do with it. They think it's like the worst place in the world. When I try to explain to them that actually Five Guys, I mean, it sounds funny, but they're the number one growing restaurant food chain, I think, in the U.S. right now. So the opportunities are ridiculous. Like I live in Maryland, and they're going to be opening up 15 stores in PA in the next 2 years. And my boss flat out told me I could be having one of them, or I could be having a couple of them as a DM. I just got to keep working. So that, I mean, if that opportunity rose to me, I might take it. But on a career wise note, I would do anything to have my own restaurant one day. I know that much because I
See,
mean,
there
I've
you go.
I've cooked in high class places. Well, one, but it was enough to get my feet wet. I learned how to make so many, dishes and sides. It's ridiculous that I feel like I can make I can make a menu and I think it would be halfway decent. Yeah, I mean, oh, it would just be a dream to have my own restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
And
never leave it.
see that, like I said, that's experience you have on that side of it. So where, you can go to school to be a chef, and at the same time you have the business aspect already wrapped up. You know that part of the business, and you can carry that over into, you could be the head chef and it be your restaurant.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. It's about having the experience and then turning that experience into doing something that you love.
that's why I feel like I've messed up so much already because I don't know the way it works with your family, but around here we have something like tech high schools that you go to your junior and senior year of high school, and it's for a field. And I got accepted for culinary arts, and I could already have my degree and all this crap, and I didn't want to go because I didn't want to leave my high school. So it's like, man, I look back, looking at it now, I should have been like, man, I'm gonna go. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've messed up a little bit. That's all.
And see, that's life experiences. You can look back on that going, there are specific moments in my life where I would have done something differently.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't hold on to that. You can't go back and fix it. It's about what's in front of you. And
Yep.
making those decisions in front of you is the most important thing. All right. All right.
Yep.
So we're coming to the end of the video. Wow, we got kind of deep on this one.
Yeah.
Right. I was gonna cue up some romantic music at the end of that one. Just moving. All right, so we may continue this discussion. We was getting somewhere, so we may do a part 2 to this one.
Alrighty.
All right, so we're coming to the end of this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and Flawless, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
All right, have a good one, guys.